Good evening and welcome to the Indiana Hockey Broadcast Network. I'm Andrew Gus, joined alongside Garrett Drake. We're here in Oxford, Ohio at Miami University. Our setting tonight here at the Goggin Ice Center. And a matchup between the Indiana Hoosiers and the Miami Redhawks. Well, Garrett, the Indiana Hoosiers ranked number 2 in the Southeast Division. The Redhawks are number 5. The Hoosiers 3 in the country. And the Redhawks 10. So we've got a great matchup here tonight. A little more TSCHL League gameplay. Here tonight will be game 1. And tomorrow afternoon at 3:15 we'll have matchup number 2 back in Bloomington. There'll be a home game for the Hoosiers. Tonight the Hoosiers will be dressed in their red jerseys, the crimson with the cursive Indiana logo and the white trim. Now the Redhawks got some new jerseys this season. They've got a nice cream looking color with a red brick pattern as well on the shorts and of the jerseys. So those will be the uniforms here tonight. We're about just a minute away from puck drop. Garrett, what are going to be the expectations for the Hoosiers? They've had about 4 weeks off for Christmas break and finals, and we're back for semester 2, game number 1. Talk to us.
Well, yeah, right now they're right where they want to be, Goose, and honestly, I think if you would ask Coach Weiss how he expected the season to go, this would pretty much be it. They're number 2 in the region right now, number 3 in the nation, so they're trying to creep towards that automatic bye to nationals, and they're well on their way, but this is a very good Miami team, top 10 in the country. It's not going to be an easy couple games for the Hoosiers. We might see a neck-and-neck battle here tonight and tomorrow as well. It's
always close between these two teams, and expect another very physical weekend for both sides. I'm sure it'll get chippy. We always mention this, but the first 5 minutes of the series always seems to be the best, as we just see the most intense and physical play. Both teams want to show each other what they're all about and welcome each other. And the Redhawks here tonight at home, I'm sure are going to want to set the tone against the Hoosiers, who are the defending TSCHL champions last year.
Back-to-back defending champs.
Absolutely.
Looking to make it 3 in a row this season, and we just got word that the league announced that the tournament has been moved from Fishers to Cincinnati, where it has been the past couple of years as well. So it'll be right back in Cincinnati, Ohio. February 9th through 11th, Goose.
Well, we've got 20 minutes up on the big board. Looks like they're going to take off the helmets, so we'll have a quick national anthem before we have puck drop. So hold your horses just a moment. And we'll take a brief break here on the Indiana Hockey Broadcast Network to hear the playing of our national anthem.
Looks like we might be skipping the anthem, Goose.
Yes, with a brief moment of silence, we thought we might have the anthem, and they just decided to call it off. So we're already off to a late start here as 10-11 right now, the official game time puck drop. The last minute adjustments being made by the coaches, the last final words. And for the Redhawks tonight will be the goaltender, senior Noah Kissinger. And for the Hoosiers, their senior goaltender, Sammy Billis.
These two guys have gone at it before, and so far, Sammy Billis has gotten the best of Miami when he's faced them. A couple seasons ago when the Redhawks had that incredible undefeated regular season in league play, Indiana took a tough beating here at Goggin. They were on the main rink for that one, but last year the Hoosiers were able to win both games, and now they'll look to start doing the same.
Well, as Back in Black plays over the loudspeaker, taking the opening faceoffs will be Andrew Chambers, and he'll square up against the freshman Gabe Dombrowski. The rubber biscuit hits the ice, and we're underway as this one starts in the Miami zone. Going in his own corner to pick it up was Andrew Lawrence, as he'll get knocked down in the corner. Drew Michelli will pick up the puck as it'll race all the way to the far corner. Burke will put on some pressure, coming away with it once again, Lawrence, as he'll give it off to his D partner. I'll try to break out, but Ryan Burke in the way. Burke tries to go for a far side pop pass, nobody there, as it makes its way all the way back around to him. Burke will get collided with in the near side corner. As now it frees up to Drew Michelli, the team president, loose in front and cleared out by the Miami defense. It'll make its way the length of the ice, and that'll be our first icing of the evening here with 19:19 in the first.
And you talk about Kinzinger, Goose. He's a netminder who's got a save percentage just below 92 this year, and he does have a shutout as well in 8 games played. So he's put together a solid stat line so far, but Sammy Billis on the other side has been just as good.
Well, as Kinzinger is going to have a sip of water, he'll grab his stick. The official checks in to make sure he's all good. Well, the Miami defense will already be stuck out here after that first icing, so these guys have still been out there all 40 seconds. We'll see if the Hoosiers can take advantage of that. As they'll win it back, it'll be rimmed around. It'll be Massey waiting for it in the near side wing. He'll skate back and pass it to Lawrence. Lawrence will chip it off the glass as it'll be brought back down by Matt McKay, the senior defenseman for the Hoosiers. McKay will give it off to Ray Myers as he'll end up colliding with the boards and falling. A pass to the far side wing will now be Lawrence in the point. He'll try a shot that flies over as Ben Rosenberg flies up just in front of us. He'll carry it across the blue paint and into the Red Hawk defensive zone. He'll leave it off for Andrew Owen, and not long before, after, as it's given off, the Red Hawks now the other way. It'll be McCormick. McCormick has a shot. That's saved by the pad of Billis. A loose rebound now collected and chipped out of the zone by Rosenberg. It'll now be Kessing on his own blue line as he'll trade. Rosenberg will fire it down as now Ryan Cowan will pick it up.
And Goose, both of these teams have not played since early December before winter break, so trying to get the feel for things in a game situation right now.
Yeah, definitely a little rusty for both sides as Miami will now skate and get some offensive zone possession time. It'll be McCormick. A centering pass there will miss. And back to the point. Shot, this one saved, and Billis will eat it up with the glove. And we'll have another whistle stoppage of play here with 17:55 in the first.
Miami's already gotten a few shots on Billis here in the early going, less than 3 minutes into the contest. Indiana gonna have to push a little harder to try to get the puck out of their zone.
As Andrew Chambers will win this back, it'll be Jack Hawkins chasing. He'll try to chip the puck out, and finally does. It'll be Douglas leaving it off for the point. As Simon gives it off, Douglas awaiting that pass was stripped away by Paul McClure, and now Ryan Burke the other way. He'll chip it in deep, and going to the races is Chambers. He'll get beat to the attack by Simone. As McClure holds the point, his shot on net will be gloved away by Kinzinger, and another stoppage of play. Well, Garrett, so far just some back and forth rushes for both sides. We haven't really seen too much offensive zone possession time. We mentioned both teams trying to get a feel for each other and a feel for this game. Still very, very early stages of this game.
Well, yeah, we saw Miami ice the puck early on too, which is something that both teams don't want to do.
It'll be Castricani. He'll weave through a few defenders. He'll shoot. This one just misses wide. Collected by Slavin in the near side corner. Now picked up and carried out of the zone. A whistle on the play. And Miami will go to the box early. Setting for 2 will be Daniel Gerling from Buffalo, New York. It'll be a 2-minute minor for tripping. And the Hoosiers now will head on to the power play as Coach Weiss sets out his top power play unit. We'll see if they can put one past Kinzinger early. Rosenberg set to take the draw against the senior Jack Massey from Great Falls, Virginia of the Red Hawks. Just waiting a moment for the penalty to go up on the big board, and they've got it all set. Back to the action, it'll be one back. Matt McKay will take the first possession. He'll pass it over to Ethan DiLorenzo. As DiLorenzo looking for options, we'll send it down below. Simonoa waiting there, we'll leave it off for Rosenberg. We'll now give it up to Jeremy. Jeremy sends a saucer pass over to DiLorenzo.
They need to get some shots here.
Jeremy fires this one, tried to go high, blocker side, saved away by Kinsinger as this puck sails up high and out of play.
And Goose, when you get a power play this early in the game and the goalie hasn't seen that many shots, you got to try to get that puck on him as much as you can. If you have a lane, let it go.
And a nice pass there by DiLorenzo right across the slot there to find Germs cutting towards the net to even make that shot possible. A good look there by them.
That was a very quality look by Jeremy as well.
We got a swarm of crimson and cream jerseys down there. The Hoosiers will come away with it as DiLorenzo sends it. McKay, a shot on net, scores! He'll go glove side, and the Hoosiers up 1. The power play goal will start off the evening as McKay received that pass and took a shot from the blue line. Great shot there and a nice start for the Hoosiers to capitalize there on that power play.
Well, they're 1 for 1 in 2024 on the power play, Goose. And
oh, you're right about that.
the numbers don't lie.
Clean 100%. Well, the Hoosiers will win this next faceoff as McKay will regain possession of the puck. He'll leave it off for Myers, behind the back pass there as Myers tried to give it up to Andrew Owen. He was stripped away. So Rosenberg will pick it up on his own blue line as he'll leave it off for McKay. McKay scanning for options, will retreat back behind his own net. As Myers now will get pressured, he'll have that puck stolen away. A toe drag there by Miller. This one goes just wide. As McCormick sends it up to the point, it'll be held by Cohen.
Man, McCormick was right there looking for the rebound too, but fortunately for Indiana, it hit off Billis's pad and went into the far corner.
As they'll chase back, it'll be McCormick. He'll enter the offensive zone as his pass just made it out. We'll have to retreat and quickly gain back into the zone. Weird angled shot there, saved by Billis. Back to the point, a backdoor pass, stripped away as Aiden Simoneau now the other way.
Block shot by
His pass will
Chambers.
connect up to the tape of Ryan Burke. As Burke will send on the brakes, he'll slow it down and look for options. Burke with some time and space in the slot. He'll have a shot, trying to go far side post, and nearly had it. Still loose in front as Chambers going for a dig. It'll be held back down and now stolen away by the Red Hawks. Bell the other way. He'll leave it off, and a centering pass there by Massey missed just wide. Ryan Burke will recollect and give it up to Chambers. Chambers right across the Miami logo at center ice will send this one on net. That'll register as a shot on goal. And the Red Hawks back will move the other way. As Dombrowski will throw on the brakes, he'll send it down below. It'll be Fratto. As Jeremy sends a backhanded pass out of the zone away from harm. Burke puts on some pressure. A good forecheck there in neutral ice. A centering pass trying to find Brandenburg went just wide. And now the Red Hawks will move up ice again the other way. A collision in the near side corner as Fratto goes for a shot. He'll miss. That one struck the end boards. He had a clear shot almost. As DiLorenzo now works the other way. Some good defense there by the stick of JT Kelly. From the Red Hawk defense, he'll send this one high and away from his own zone. As Konstantinos Raftis sends it in, it'll be sent back down and saved by Kinsinger. A little bit of miscommunication there from the Red Hawk defense. However, able to break out just fine. Castracane steals it away as he'll chip it off the glass back to the neutral zone. It'll be connected with Anderson as he'll send a pass to the skate of his fellow teammate Douglas. Douglas tries to weave around a defender. However, like he was stopped there by Jack Hawkins. As Hawkins once again follows to the corner. Some good defense. A backhanded pass there. Looked like they tried to stuff the pad. But Billis was right there and saw it coming. And a delayed penalty, and now this one.
Be a cross check.
I believe against Konstantinos Raftis. As Raftis will slowly skate over to the sin bin, he'll sit for two. And now the Red Hawks gifted with a power play opportunity here with 13:10 in the first frame.
Well, the power play started off 1 for 1, so now we'll see if they can do the same for the penalty kill. As Raftis goes to the box rather on the cross-checking call.
There'll be one back as Dombrowski gives it off to the point. Bell leaves it off. This one shot. Billis, a blocker save. Massey now in the near side corner, trying to set up the power play. Tried to go to the slot. However, Indiana Hoosiers' stick was able to clear that one away from danger.
Billis went out and got that puck, too. He went and slapped it outside the crease. He wasn't going to let that one get deep on him.
Miami will pursue once again up ice as this one gets rimmed around. We slow down for a moment as Matt McKay will lay the body. Ray Myers quick to the attack as he'll try to send the puck out of the zone. Simoneau there to bat it all the way down the ice, and they'll get a full line change for the penalty killers.
That's another thing that Billis does really well, too, as a netminder. If he's tracking the puck and sees it coming at him, he goes and gets it. He doesn't let it come in on him and potentially take a weird bounce off his glove or something like that. He just slaps it out of there.
Well, the Red Hawks gain possession once again in their own offensive zone, trying to set up their power play once more. It'll be Bell at the top, trying to set up the umbrella. He'll have a shot tipped in front, went just wide. As now back to the point it'll go. Bell once again gives it back off. This one shot by Dombrowski. That caught a stick, and the Hoosiers able to clear it out. We'll see Patrick Brandenburg chasing hard as Bell also fights. Brandenburg able to slow him up for a moment, but the Red Hawks back the other way once more. As Hartwell will throw on the brakes, a Gretzky curl at the top of the circle will be sticked away by Leo Warner. They'll have to retreat with just 27 left to go on their power play.
When Miami got the puck deep, Lawrence was doing a good job setting screens in front of Billis, and he nearly got a deflection to go right out in front.
Well, McCormick trying to pass there was sticked away by Chambers. And here's Lawrence once again. He'll leave off a pass as that one once again stopped as Gerling could not make it in the zone as Jack Hawkins stood his ground on his own blue line, the big sophomore defenseman for the Hoosiers. As this one's cleared. No icing the call. Yes, as Garrett mentioned, back to 5-on-5 even strength. Nearly a turnover there in front of the Hoosiers' old goal. Well, the Red Hawks will start back in their own end as it'll be Lawrence. He'll be stopped away by Ethan DiLorenzo. DiLorenzo tried to go but was sticked away by Kinsinger as Myers thought about stepping up there. Was beat by a defender, but his D partner Matt McKay was there to help. And now McKay off to the races. Will slow things down. He'll have a shot. This one blockered away. As the net came off there, we'll have a quick stoppage of play with 10:32 left in the first. Looks to be Patrick Brandenburg who went flying into the post, knocking it off the pegs.
And it looked like DiLorenzo took a big hit at the back end of that play on the far blue line, but he appears to be all right.
D'Lo's a tough cookie.
Some of them just sound different, you know? We can hear most of the action up here, but there's a distinct thump that you hear sometimes when a player goes flying into the boards.
Well, the Hoosiers will win this one back. As sent down below, Andrew Owen will chase. Ace, as his teammates like to call him. Had that puck stripped away from him. McClure tries a shot, tipped in front by Simoneau, and a nice blocker save there, holding that Kinsinger once again.
Man, that was a great deflection by Sim and nearly got it over the stick side shoulder. Looks like it went into his armpit almost, and he was able to hold it there.
Sometimes you'll see those NHL players just sitting there at the end of their practice, just tipping pucks in. It's so hard to get that really good hand-eye coordination. Getting a good quality tip on net, the last thing you want to do is get it away, put it in the corner. You want to get it on net and look for another rebound or hopefully a goal. That's the primary objective there. Well, Simoneau will step in once more to take this draw against Dombrowski. Andrew Owen tried a shot there. He looked like he whiffed, but able to hold the line and send it back in deep.
There it is.
Rosenberg evaded a hit there, but lost the puck for a moment. As Paul McClure will chip it in deep. Still chasing Andrew Owen down below. Trying to put the Jets on. As Rosenberg, a centering pass, backdoor. And another stoppage of play, a whistle. The net must have come off again. That has to be the only explanation, As yes, it did. That's a tough break there, as Andrew Owen nearly had a free backdoor tap-in goal there, but the net came off. Well, with 9:43, we'll load up to shoot and send him back again. Another face-off. Simino went to step and take that, but the Red Hawks able to once again regain possession. Here's Dombrowski. He'll have a shot high and saved there by the glove of Sammy Billis, the senior goaltender for the Hoosiers. Pretty good music so far here tonight, Garrett. Keeps you awake.
It's a little
10:30.
It's a little loud sometimes. Depends on the song, it seems like.
Yeah, they're having fun down there. As the Hoosiers will win this face-off and now work up ice, it'll be Ryan Burke, a freshman forward. I'll leave it off for Andrew Chambers. Quickly, Burke once again will take the puck. As Chambers leaves a bump there. It's now Will Kicker. Kicker fires this one in deep. Kinsinger out of his net to play it. Able to stop it there for Simone. Here's Kicker again. He'll shoot it in the far side corner. And the Hoosiers will go start their forecheck once again, trying to keep the Red Hawks in their own end. Jake Rock lays a nice hit there, as it'll be slowed down by McKay. He'll try a centering pass there. However, McCormick of the Red Hawks standing there able to take that. Another blocker save there by Billis, as this one's finally slowed down in the Red Hawks zone after that was flying through the ice for a few moments in the sky. Here's Castricane. Castricane between the legs, trying a shot there and a pass to Jake Rock. It just missed the mark by a little bit. Myers sent that one to the slot. Trying to find Jake Rock, but McCormick was there, able to break that pass up, as he'll try to drive towards the net. Myers will get pushed down to the ice. As this puck loose in front, a shot missed completely. A wide open shot by Dombrowski, and covered up there by the blocker of Billis. Well, sketchy few minutes there for the Hoosiers back in their own end.
Yeah, Miami's gotten some good looks, just really unable to get the puck on net for the most part.
McCormick, a player we've seen the last few years against the Hoosiers, who just seems to have constant success in the offensive zone. And whenever he's down there, just seems to thread the needle every time with the puck. And he's always a threat. They always seem to be down in the Hoosiers' defensive zone when he's out there on the ice. Well, McClure will get dropped to the ice with a hit.
It's going to be a penalty.
As the Red Hawks.
Maybe not.
Delayed, it must be a penalty. No, maybe not. Well, the official had his arm up. I'm not sure exactly what for, but he told the goaltender Kinsinger to retreat back to his net, which he did. Some miscommunication once again, but Will Jeremy will be pressed along the glass as Brandenburg will send it down below. Jeremy puts on the brakes. He'll cut across the goal line, try to backhanded pass there. However, stolen away by Dombrowski. As it's back out in the neutral zone, Tinos Raftis try to pass there. They'll connect with Brandenburg as he'll get dropped to the ice. Quick back to his feet as the Red Hawks will try to break out. Miller will be stuffed there by DiLorenzo, who will hold it in.
The only thing I can think of is maybe one of the linesmen overruled the FAR official who was trying to call the penalty and said it was clean. That's the only thing I can think of. I've never seen that.
Almost lucky for the Red Hawks, too, as Kinsinger was about to head to his bench as the Hoosiers regain possession. This one shot scored! As Eric Miller from Hilliard, Ohio, top right there, able to beat Billis on a wrist shot. As 1-1 our score here in the first. Well, a turnover there in the offensive zone as the Miami Red Hawks were able to put on some good pressure there for the Hoosiers. Miller in the slot, able to find that puck and put it quick top right. Able to beat Billis, so 1-1 our score. As the Red Hawks will win it back. It'll be Miller once again. He'll try a pass and he'll connect. This one shot took a little too long to get it off, was Hartwell. And now the Red Hawks seem to have some momentum. A nice hit there by Rosenberg, pressing Kessinger along the glass. Warner will give it off. As that one stripped away, Andrew Owen had that. Here's Rosenberg. The Red Hawks will connect, and there's McCormick, as we mentioned earlier. He'll shoot it in deep. As Leo Warner, back on his own goal line, will collect this puck. Now Ben Rosenberg stopped behind the net of Billis. Will try a pass there right up the middle, and nearly stuffed. Could have been another goal there for the Red Hawks. Could have been a gifted free one. As this one's stolen away by McKay. He'll pass. Castricane. Castricane leaves a touch pass, trying to find Rock. However, still driving, trying to find that loose puck. It'll be slowed down as the Red Hawks try to press this puck up the ice. They were stopped by the Hoosiers forecheck, and this time successful, as they'll shoot it in deep. It'll be Jake Rock. Rock will give it up to Slavin. Luke Slavin tries a backhanded shot there. That went a little wide. Myers now a shot. This one saved by the left pillow pad of Kinsinger. As it rims around, it'll connect up to the defender, JT Kelly. And now Matt McKay steps down to pinch. He'll take a little hit there as Kelly chips his one high and hard off the glass. It'll be a one-on-one as others join the play. Massey tries to find a shot going top left. He'll miss as Castricane will start. He'll cross left and right and make it across the blue line. Trying to pick up speed. However, he was stopped. Slavin pressed along the glass. Centering pass there will connect as Dombrowski will start to skate up ice. He'll get collided with by Hawkins. As Tinos Raftis will send it up to the tape of Ryan Burke. Burke will skate for a moment before he'll give it off to Chambers. Chambers tries driving towards the net. He'll have that puck stripped away from him as it flies up into the netting. Another stoppage of play with 3:56 here in the first.
Indiana having some trouble getting near the net these past few minutes. After the goal, they really haven't had that many shots, and we've seen them kind of get close by and try to opt for the pass here recently.
Hawkins fires a shot. This one stopped by his own teammate, Andrew Chambers, in front. As this one's put away, Miller tried driving there towards the net. His fellow teammate was stopped. It was Zach Devine as he was stopped by a hip check. Loose in front, tries to put it down with a glove. And the save was made by Billis. Whistle with 3:39. Well, the energy definitely shifted from the favor of the Hoosiers now to the Red Hawks. And the Hoosiers are starting to catch themselves a little flat-footed out there, Garrett.
No question about that. And fortunately for Indiana, Miami was getting bodies near the crease once again there, but Billis able to nab it.
Hawkins there dumped it in deep, a delayed icing. Really hustled there. He was able to win that foot race, and no icing was the call. As the Red Hawks chip it out, Raftis will send it back in deep. As Miller shoots it around. Lawrence gave it up the wing. Now chasing Will Kicker. No icing the call. As Kicker will set it up, he'll connect to Burke. Burke will get dropped onto the ice. No call on the play. It looked like just some fellow stick action there, so I like that call. It's Jeremy loose in front. Kinsinger out of his net to play it. A scary play there for the Red Hawks.
Man, they just gave that one right to Jeremy in front of the net and unable to get a shot.
We've seen quite a few turnovers for either side right in front of the goaltender, and that's where you normally learn early in hockey is the last place you want to turn the puck over, right in front between the two hash marks on either side of the middle dots.
And I think that shot that Jeremy just took got deflected off of Kinsinger and might have drawn some iron on the crossbar there as it went high up into the netting. They're getting closer.
We'll regroup now as Aiden Simino will step in to take this face-off against Gabe Dombrowski. As Dombrowski will win it back. Simino will chase. Giving up the wing, and here come the Red Hawks, a 3-on-2. It'll be Massey. Massey cuts to the slot. He'll leave a drop pass. The stick was lifted there by Ben Rosenberg, stopping that chance. Still in deep as Ray Myers will send it with his backhand all the way around the boards as it rims to Andrew Owen. Trying to chip past there. It was held back in deep by the Red Hawk defense. As Matt McKay will send this one off the boards, he'll reconnect and skate up ice. Across the Miami Red Hawk logo at neutral ice. He'll go in for a shot. McKay nearly a second of the night there. Good looking opportunity from him. McKay fires a one-time shot loose in front. Rosenberg literally got that and nearly had that backhanded shot there. As that rebound came right to him. As Andrew Owen gives it off to McKay. McKay fakes in, he'll go out. This one shot just wide. As Owen sends it back to the point. Myers, not much option, had to dump it back into the corner. A few bodies of either side there. As Myers trying to step up. This one loose in front. Warner, some good defense there. A nice step by him. Once again, a good stick effort there by Owen, able to stop a breakaway from happening with Dombrowski the other way. As now Simone will regain possession in his own end. He'll go D to D. A backhanded pass by Kelly will be given off. As McCormick chips this one off the boards. Leo Warner able to slow it down for a moment. He'll send it D to D. As Will Kicker gives it right back. So Warner will give it up now. As it looked like it was supposed to go to Jeremy, but now carrying the puck is Will Kicker. Kicker fires a shot to the far side. Loose in front, DiLorenzo, a second chance effort. And that's saved again by Kinsinger with 47 seconds flat left to go here in our first frame.
Yeah, Goose, you mentioned it, both teams getting close to the net, but we haven't seen a whole lot of action early in this one. It's a 1-1 game, and it's been about what we've expected, a battle of the goaltenders, and right now it's dead even.
Well, DiLorenzo tried to fight there as Warner put on some physicality there at the blue line, able to stop for a moment that forward from skating up ice. So here's DiLorenzo again. He'll send a pass over to Jeremy. The Hoosiers with numbers, a 4-on-2. DiLorenzo tried to go to the slot. That was stopped away by a shin guard of a Red Hawk. Warner will just chip it in deep and let his side tag up. Just 30 seconds left to play here in the first as the Red Hawks will give it off. DiLorenzo pushes a man off the puck. He'll get dropped with a cross check down to the ice. As now the Hoosiers forecheck. It'll be Luke Slavin pressing Bell along the glass. As Anderson chips it up. It'll be Jeremy. He'll circle back to his own blue line.
5 seconds.
Just 5 seconds left to go. The Hoosiers are just going to eat it up and allow for time to expire. So that's our first 20 minutes, 20 down, 40 to go. A 1-1 our score. And just as we expected, a nice, tight, close, evenly matched first period. Well, Garrett, we'll take a brief break here on the Indiana Hockey Broadcast Network, and we'll join you in about 10 to 15 minutes for period number 2. Back for period number 2, the middle frame here tonight. You said 1-1 our score. The first goal came from Matt McKay, a shot from the blue line. Ended up scoring a power play goal, and a few minutes later, able to tie up the game was Miller for the Redhawks. As this puck starts back in the Hoosiers' end, Matt McKay will receive this puck. He'll send it up to the far side and connect to Drew Michelli. Michelli will skate across as he'll dump it in deep. It'll strike the end boards and deflect back. Here's McKay. He'll have a shot on net, deflected just wide off of Chambers, as it's settled down now and carried by Bell. Able to send it back towards the Redhawk zone was Chambers. Here's Bell again. He'll give it off. Some D-to-D action there for the Redhawks. They'll send it in. It'll be Ray Myers, the first one on the scene. Myers will chip it off the boards as it'll be slowed down. Driving towards the net. This one tried to go 5-hole, saved away. It was Massey's shot. Billis made the save. Well, Myers will dump it in deep as Kinsinger sends one. Here's Bell again. Bell's pass got caught up in the skate of Rosenberg. Here's Simino. He'll try a centering pass there. Nearly had Owen. Down loose below. Here's Rosenberg. He'll shoot in. A great save there by Kinsinger. A stick save out of midair. Able to hold that one away from harm.
That save was incredible. My goodness.
That was a save of the year candidate right there by Kinsinger. As this stretch pass, it just missed the forward. So Leo Warner will take possession of it as Warner gives it off. It'll be Rosenberg trying to skate up ice. Slowed down now by Hartwell. He'll give it off. It's McCormick. He'll have that stripped away from him by Leo Warner. Now Rosenberg will press a man along the glass as Owen will start to break out. Owen will drive towards the net as Rosenberg receives it. Rosenberg fires a pad save there by Kinsinger as it deflects back to the near side. It'll be picked up and carried now by Eric Miller. As Miller shoots this one, it'll be deflected off the stick of Billis up into the glass. McCormick fires this one far side and beats Billis. Blocker side, 2-1 now, Redhawks. As he received that and just quickly shot it on net. Billis not ready for it. And now 2-1 our score. The Hoosiers will now trail.
Miami's just been getting more pressure, Goose. It's really what it has came down to so far. It's been a battle of the goaltenders, and Billis faced many more shots than Kinsinger, but Miami's been playing well.
Castricane will win it back as Jack Hawkins will quickly skate up ice. Hawkins tries to rip it as it goes towards the Miami logo behind the cage. As it rims back around, will be Castricane once again. He'll try to dance with it for a moment. However, Douglas able to take it away from him. As Castricane drives towards the net, all the way around, tried to go find Slavin on the back door. As Castricane once again, he'll try a Michigan attempt, however it's stopped. It'll be Paul McClure on the point. He'll have a shot. This one strikes the end boards. Now Slavin. He'll send it back to the point as Hawkins sends it back in deep. It'll be held by Simone as he'll regain possession. Castricane will lay on a hit as JT Kelly tries to send it up. Castricane able to bat that one out of the air. A turnover there by the Redhawks, and here come the Hoosiers the other way. Slavin, a backhanded pass. Loose down below. Castricane tried to elevate that puck, but Kinsinger made the save, and Kinsinger a little slow to get up.
Yeah, the net came off for a second, and it looked like Castricane was right there in his grill.
And Kinsinger sprawled out there from post to post in a butterfly. All Castricane had to do was try to elevate that puck, but diving out of the way, making the save.
I'm still thinking about the save he made on Rosenberg. That was incredible.
Rosie got robbed.
Had the whole net, and he stuck his arm up and picked the right spot. And it looks like they're not going to let him change.
Hawks will send out 5 new guys. And now that we're finally all set, the Hoosiers will now do the same. Like the official might have been confused of who knocked the post off, because that's depending on who gets to make the change and where that puck will be. So obviously it was not the Hoosiers, as they're able to take the draw in the offensive zone. Regardless, Warner tries a shot. This one deflected off the stick of Chambers. Still flying high in the air. Warner able to put it back down to the ice, and a hand pass called on Warner. So it'll come back out to neutral ice, and we'll have another drop here in the neutral zone. Now with 16:21 left to play in period number 2. As Chambers will step in to take this draw against Gabe Dombrowski. Chambers will win it back. McKay tried to find it. However, just missed the mark by a hair. So Ryan Burke now being pressured on the far side of half wall. Will be stolen away. And the Hoosiers' defense so far, Garrett, has been a very, very strong job on their sticks today. They really have not let much get past them this evening. Especially in the blue lines, they've been strong all night. Well, Myers will chip this one off the boards as it's sent back in quickly. Off the light protector. Myers tries a hit. And here comes the Red Hawks the other way. This one's shot by Massey. Loose and cleared out of the zone. A backhand by Myers. So Ryan Burke will chase as the first one on the scene, Tyler Bell. As he'll connect to Eric Miller. Miller gives it off. A 2-on-1, a backhanded shot. A backdoor pass, and scored once again by the Red Hawks. As I believe it was John Fratto who was able to put that one away, and now 3-1, the Red Hawks lead. The Hoosiers are gonna have to take a deep breath here and just try to get themselves back on track.
Well, they left him uncovered on the one-timer, and that was about one of the easiest goals he's probably gonna score all year. And Miami up 3-1 now.
And the old broadcaster's jinx there, Garrett. As I said, they really hadn't got beat much. They just let a 2-on-1 right there. And here comes another one once again. This time trying to find McCormick. They missed the mark. Here's Cowan, a backdoor pass, and once again nearly scored by Hartwell. As this one's chipped, Patrick Brandenburg gives it up. Here's Ethan DiLorenzo. A one-on-one as DiLorenzo cuts towards the middle. It'll be stopped at a skate. Back to the point as Jeremy now down below will work. He'll try a pass that skips just wide. As back to the point, it's Leo Warner. Warner's pass to the far side will be Ethan DiLorenzo, the puck carrier. He'll send a pass back to Jeremy. Jeremy stops for a moment, looking for options. He'll fire this one at the stick. A nice save there. Warner tried an open ice hit there, able to stop McCormick for a moment and separate the man from the puck. Hockey classic. As here's Simino. He'll whiff on a pass. As Will Kicker was dragged down to the ice. Simino able to hold. And here comes a 3-on-2 the other way. This one shot and scored. Our Red Hawks tally another. As I believe that was Eric Miller. Yes, it was. Eric Miller's got 2 on the evening. And the Red Hawks with 3 goals unanswered here in the second period in the last 6 minutes, and 4 total unanswered goals now, bringing their lead 4-1.
They're just dead right now, Goose. It seems like every single time Miami brings the puck up, they've got an odd man rush, whether it's 2-on-1, 3-on-2. They've just had numbers going the other way this whole period.
And they're just not getting back. They just don't seem to have the effort right now. But luckily, there's still a boatload of time left in this contest. And we just saw 4 unanswered goals.
They're going to have to change something quick, or else Miami's just going to keep scoring.
As Owen tried a shot there in the direction of the net. Loose in front, Rosenberg tried to bury that one away. 5-hole, but was stuffed. And really, the cause of the last few goals have just been not being in the D zone and being out of position and leaving Billis out to dry. Those 2-on-1s are very, very tough for a goaltender to defend. And once again, here come the Red Hawks with some speed, trying to get up ice. However, the Hoosiers back this time. It's Owen. There's Owen's pass. Finally makes its way up to Rosenberg as he'll get pressed along the glass. Kissinger out of his net to play it. Trying to find the back door with Simoneau, as Myers will now send it down below. Simoneau's pass sneaks out of the zone, so Myers will have to retreat. As here comes Matt McKay, he'll cross over, gaining some speed. McKay fires a shot, this one high. Simoneau, a second chance, this one off the pad. As the Red Hawks just chip it high and hard out of the zone, it'll make its way the length of the ice, and we'll have an icing here with 13:02 here in the second.
This game really turned around quickly, Goose, and now Indiana facing a 3-goal deficit. Like you said, still plenty of time, but we're going to have to see some drastic changes if they want to get back into this one.
Slavin fires a shot. That one's eaten up by Massey. As you can definitely see, he's feeling that one, skating a little gingerly out there. As Eber picks up the puck, he'll have that taken away by Castricane. Hawkins quickly puts on his jets and races down there, although like he was trying to chip that one back into the corner as it sailed up and still caught up there in the netting. You can see it stuck behind the glass. Well, 12:40 left to go here in the second. The first thing the Hoosiers are going to have to do is just try to get one and stop the bleeding. Right off the draw, Castricane tried to go forward with a head of speed. As it finally makes its way down, Tinos Raftis gives a centering pass. Castricane, boatload of energy out there right now. He'll get dropped to the ice. As back to the point, a delayed penalty out of his net. Billis. The Hoosiers now gifted a power play opportunity. Maybe this is just what they needed to get themselves some momentum and energy, as they'll have the puck on their side for a few moments. Interference will be the call. Heading to the box for two, Andrew Lawrence, the defender. As Rosenberg wins it back. This one shot, DiLorenzo nearly tipped in front. Simoneau's stick dropped out of his hands. Well, Rosenberg back to the point. It's McKay. McKay will set it off. It's DiLorenzo. Now McKay again, trying to slide it down below, but was sticked away by Miller. Simoneau will leave it off. Here's DiLorenzo at the top of the umbrella. Back down below. Rosenberg at one time. This one deflected wide. Back up top to DiLorenzo. Rosenberg back to D'Lo. Looking for options and help. Rosenberg comes to his aid with some speed. Backdoor, Jeremy fires a shot. McKay a second chance, and once again stopped by the Red Hawks as DiLorenzo goes flying down to the ice. Simoneau with some time will feed it off. It's McKay. Now Rosenberg back to McKay. McKay will tee one up. This one stopped by a Red Hawk. And Billis will step out of his net to play it and trying to catch the Red Hawks in a line change. Cutting towards the net there, a good opportunity by Burt, crashing hard, but
that was a beautiful
Red Hawks
chance. Once
again able to clear it, down to just 40 seconds left to go on the man advantage. As Warner gives it up, Castricane, now Burke. Burke will take a hit. Slavin will give it off to Warner. Back down below, DiLorenzo. DiLorenzo, wrong side of his stick. He had to basically switch sides to catch that pass and didn't really have a chance. Next thing you know, the Red Hawks clear it once again. So 10 seconds left to go on the man advantage. The Hoosiers last rush up ice. It'll be Castricane weaving through some defenders. However, he's stopped away as it's cleared down. Well, the Red Hawks, a good kill there for them. And the Hoosiers really not able to get much momentum at all there. As Will Kicker will dump it in deep. The net comes flying off. As it looks to be the defender, Bell, who's in the back of the net, as half the net's in the blue paint and the other half is on Kissinger, who's finally back to his feet. We're at the halfway mark of this contest. 4-1 our current score as the Red Hawks lead the Hoosiers. Well, the Hoosiers were denied a line change there, so they'll have to keep out the current unit. As this puck frees back to the Hoosiers blue line, it'll be Tinos Raftis, as he'll send it off the boards to Jake Rock. Rock tries a shot there. It goes off Bell's leg pad. Shot there, loose on the back door. Raftis sends it back in deep. However, off the stick, deflected up high and out of play. 9:36 now left to go.
You got to think the Hoosiers need to get one here in the next couple minutes to try to climb back into this. They still have a full period and a half, but they just haven't been able to get anything going with the exception of the one goal scored so far.
This one deflected as Will Kicker tried a shot there. Warner had it stripped away. Here comes McCormick on a breakaway. He'll try a backhanded shot that misses the net completely. And now Ryan Burke will slow things down for a moment. Chambers thought about skating up ice, but retreats back. Quick circle, and now they'll start to skate up ice. As Burke will chip it in deep. He'll get collided with by two Red Hawks. Here's Michelli, as Jeremy will rim this puck around. Back to the point and shot back in deep. Jeremy trying to shot, a second chance and score! 4-2 the Hoosiers. Tack one back and cut the lead down to 2. As Jeremy had an initial shot, regained his own rebound and was able to bury that one past Kissinger. And now put this game at a 4-2 lead for the Red Hawks. So Garrett, that's not going to be the answer, but that's going to definitely help a little bit.
Well, I just said they needed to get one in the next couple minutes, and literally less than 1 minute later, they get one back on the board now.
And hopefully that gives them a little fuel to start picking up the energy and bringing it again. Off the draw. Starting in the way of the Hoosiers. And now the Red Hawks able to take possession and skate the other way. This one shot. A nice butterfly save there by Billis. A centering pass. Frado was stuffed there by Billis. A nice save. And we'll see if DiLorenzo can win this foot race.
The puck might not even get there. Yep.
Yeah, it didn't get there for icing. But Brandenburg and a swarm of Hoosiers down below. Here's McKay. McKay rips one. This one a blocker save there by Kissinger. And all of a sudden, Garrett, there's some life back in this building. As well as some energy. Pass to the far side will miss the stick. And icing the call. So this set of Red Hawks will be trapped out there. And the Hoosiers will have an offensive zone face-off. See if they can get the draw back to the D and maybe get a shot on net. As it frees up back to the point, it'll miss both defenders. McKay will send it to the far side. It's Simino. Sim will skate around the net. Looking for options, trying a centering pass there, wrap around. Rosenberg fired an odd angle shot there. Owen, the first one on the scene, will recollect that rebound. And here's Owen now. As he'll skate around, he'll give it off to Rosenberg. Owen once again with the puck. Here's Myers, he'll go point to point. He's got McKay. McKay tried to give it back to Myers. He's gonna have to get on his horse to win this puck. As he does, back in deep it goes. As it frees up. Owen trying to put on the pressure. A centering pass, Simino able to steal that one away. Nearly had a golden opportunity. And this one just makes the stick of Hawkins. He'll dump it back in deep as Simino will hang on to it. Rosenberg, back down below, will give it off. The Hoosiers trying to work some triangle hockey down below. And so far, they've been successful the last minute or so. The Red Hawks this time able to clear it out. It'll be Dombrowski the other way. They'll leave off a centering pass, but Raftis able to kick it away from the cutting Massey. Hawkins back in his own end. They'll chip this one off the boards. Simino gives it up to Rosenberg. Ben Rosenberg puts on a shot there. It goes off the pad. A nice juicy rebound there, but Raftis not able to collect it as it was bouncing. Chasing now, Luke Slavin down below. As the Red Hawks will start to go up ice again. They'll leave a pass off. Castricane nearly, he did whiff there. A backdoor pass, sticked away by Tinos Raftis. Here's Slavin. He'll send a pass to the far side and a 3-on-2 the other way. Rock will come to a complete stop and look for Slavin at the back door, but unable to get that puck through with some traffic there in front. Rock lays on a hit. As now Colin Hartwell. Hartwell will put on the brakes. Skate towards the net as this one deflects up high and out of play. Another stoppage of play here with 5:28 left to go in the middle frame.
If Indiana can get this back to a one-goal game before period 3, that would be a huge momentum swing after Miami really took it all away very quickly. The Hoosiers have done a nice job making some changes and putting a halt to that storm. They still trail by 2.
Will Kicker will rim this one around the boards. Warner will fall to the ice as well as a Red Hawk. Warner able to kick it up and out of the zone. Rock nearly lit up a man in open ice. As Anderson will chip it in deep. Warner lays a nice hit, separates the man from the puck there, slowing things down for a moment. Warner still battling for this puck as Kicker will send a backhanded pass over to Rock. Rock, a centering pass nearly connected with Castricane. As Slavin had that puck bounce off his stick at the blue line. Delayed off sides, the Hoosiers will tag up as it flies high up the out of the way and out of play into the netting. We'll grab a fresh piece of biscuit and get back out here in a moment once the official gets a new puck. We'll have a neutral zone face-off as Chambers will take it against Dombrowski. Back to the point it goes. McKay will try to send it to the far side, and Michelli there. Michelli, still with the puck on his stick, will send it back to the point. It's McKay. McKay tried sending it back in deep. Held loose. McKay gives it off to Chambers and now to Michelli. Some nice puck movement there. As Michelli will continue to chase. It'll be McKay looking for a shot. However, he'll have that stolen away from him, and now a 2-on-2 the other way. Dombrowski. He'll send it over to Massey, just out over the reach. And a little too far ahead of Massey. As Chambers awaits this puck, he'll chip it past the defender. And in deep, the goaltender out of his cage. Myers tries a shot. This one nearly makes it in as a scary play there. Kinsinger really trying to test the limits there, getting out of the cage, trying to find that puck that was chipped in by Chambers. Had to fly back to his net. Made a diving save.
They're getting close, Goose.
You know, that's a sign of relief for him there, as that was nearly a free Easter egg goal there for the Hoosiers. As Bell will try to chip it out. DiLorenzo just whiffed on that chip. A Red Hawk defender able to get past, able to get past two Hoosier defenders there, as DiLorenzo will now connect with this puck. DiLorenzo tried to skate but was stopped by Andrew Lawrence. As Jeremy will pick up this loose puck. He'll throw on the brakes. And now he'll start to skate up ice the other way, across the Miami logo at center. Still on his forehand. He'll try a shot high. That went just wide. As Raftis also tries to put one towards the direction of the net, deflected up high and out of play with 3:05 here in the second. Here's Matt McKay off the draw, trying to find Myers cutting towards the net right away. But Myers just not there in time, unfortunately. So it'll be Michael Simoni now the other way before he stopped. However, Massey able to pick up the puck. Massey tries a shot. Myers eats that with the shin guard. As Rosenberg. Someone towards the direction of the net. Simoneau there for a rebound. Simoneau evades a hit. Back to the point, it's McKay. McKay tried to slide it past. However, stolen away, and now another 2-on-1 the other way. It's Dombrowski. He'll shoot this one far into the backside, a blocker save. Billis able to make a big stop there. Here's Aiden Simoneau on the far side wall. His pass stripped away, and here's Ben Rosenberg. And now the Hoosiers with some numbers. Rosenberg gets laid out, but back to Andrew Owen. Owen off to the point, it's Kicker. Kicker fires a shot. It didn't leave the ice, but got caught up in some traffic. Second chance there by Simoneau, also gobbled up by Kinsinger. As it's chipped in deep. Another puck out of play. We're going to have to get a new puck out again.
And we'll keep the music going.
I guess so. Well, as it's chipped back to the neutral zone, it'll be Will Kicker. He'll send it over to Leo Warner. Warner right back. Kicker trying to find a rock, but back in their own end. A centering pass there, nearly a mistake by the Hoosiers. As it's chipped back in deep. Centering pass, nearly snuck another one in there was the Red Hawks, but went just wide. As it makes its way back to the neutral zone, Slavin will chase. So trying to press the man off the puck. Still with it. A centering pass there. And now Slavin will join the rush with Castricane and leave it off for him. Castricane over to Rock. Rock in the middle.
Ooh.
Trying to shot, whiffed. Rock still with it. Back to the point. There's McClure. That was eaten up. And here come the Red Hawks the other way. It's Hartwell. Hartwell will get pressed along the glass. As Jeremy will skate up ice. A 4-on-2 for the Hoosiers. As Jeremy tried a backhanded shot. Just didn't go. As Hawkins had that stolen away from him, Hartwell was trying to go in, but McCormick, a step ahead of him, will be blown dead offsides. 27.3 left to go here in the second. And another stoppage play. As the Hoosiers will win this back, it's Ray Myers. He'll try to stretch pass up to DiLorenzo, but unable to connect with him. We'll go for a Hoosier ice and back to their own end. The Red Hawks will win it back to the point. As here comes DiLorenzo swinging in. Ethan DiLorenzo with a head of speed will slow it down. A centering pass there. Held up. Myers tries a shot. This one hits a defender. It was Frado. As once again free. Myers. Couldn't get it there. 2 seconds, one. And a slap shot there from the Red Hawk logo taken by Dombrowski was saved away to end the period by Sammy Bellis. So after 2 periods, our score now 4-2, and 40 minutes in the books, 20 minutes left to go. The way this game's gone, Garrett, I'm expecting a good third period.
Yeah, no question about that. Indiana able to battle back a little bit, but they're still trailing by 2 after the it was 3 straight goals we saw by Miami in a span of about 5 minutes, and the Hoosiers got some work to do.
Absolutely, Garrett. Well, as the Zamboni will do its job resurfacing, we'll join you back live in about 10 minutes for period number 3. We'll take a brief break here on the Indiana Hockey Broadcast Network. locked and loaded and ready for period number 3. Hoosiers 2, Red Hawks 4. 20 minutes left to go. I'm Andrew Gus, joined alongside Garrett Drake here at the Goggin Ice Center in Miami, Oxford, Ohio. As the rubber biscuit hits the ice, we're underway for the third period. As a miscalculated pass there off Massey's stick will go back into his team's own end. It'll miss breaking forward, and all the way down it'll go for a Red Hawk ice. The Hoosiers will have an offensive zone face-off. As Jeremy will be set to take the draw. He'll win it back. It'll be Myers. Myers tries a shot. This one's deflected off the leg of Massey. DiLorenzo tries to fling it over to Jeremy. Massey able to reach out and grab it from him. As Brandenburg strips it away. Jeremy tries a shot. This one blocked away by the shin guard. Jeremy once again goes after it, but held back in by Bell. As Bell will chase it. DiLorenzo will try to attack. A centering pass there, nobody. And here come the Red Hawks now the other way. It'll be Miller. I don't know, Garrett. I thought that was offside to me, but
very close.
No call there, so they'll call it good, but for the time being, it'll be rimmed around the boards, awaiting Matt McKay now. McKay tries to chip it up. It's McCormick. McCormick will skate up ice. Here come the Red Hawks now the other way. Dumped in deep by Cowan. Stopped completely behind the cage. For a moment was Matt McKay. Now working up ice. Ray Myers will give it off to Michelli. Michelli had that strip from him by Hartwell. And Miller, a centering pass there, will connect. McCormick tries to drive in the far side corner as Warner will pin him up along the glass and separate him from the puck. Stepping in there was Kessling. And the centering pass trying to find breaking Ryan Burke. Once again flies up high, almost like a 60-degree wedge in golf. Back down to the ice it goes. The first one on the scene appeared to be Andrew Kessing as he rimmed it around. It'll be Ryan Burke pressed on the far side glass. Now Andrew Chambers comes away. It's Leo Warner on the point. He'll try a shot. This one deflected away and stopped at the blue line. Burke puts on a move and back in deep he'll chase. The rest of his team on a line change as now they'll finally catch up to him. Burke, a great job there pressuring. He had 3 Red Hawks on him and enough time for his teammates to change. As it finally escapes the zone, it'll be picked up and carried in by the Red Hawks. Now it's Owen. He'll cross the mark at center ice, and he'll chase now. He's got 2 guys on him. Simino will be pushed off the puck. Owen will chip it in deep, and will just miss the stick of Simino. As back to neutral ice it goes. Hawkins will be pressured. McClure tried to step in and help, but Hawkins able to take it. Hawkins, a nice reverse hit there, dropped Massey down to the ice. As drop back was Paul McClure. He tried to bat that puck out of the air. Well, the Hoosiers will try to forecheck again. This time we'll connect to Devine. As Devine will fling it up in the air. Held now by Paul McClure. He'll give it off to Hawkins, right back to McClure. McClure in his own corner. Once again, some pitch and catch with Hawkins. Hawkins' pass will clear out of the zone as it gets dumped back in deep. Now Jack Hawkins will swing in and pick it up. We're about 4 minutes played here in the third period as this puck flies into the Hoosiers bench. The Hoosiers still trailing by 2. Garrett, they're going to try to have to get one here quick.
You're right about that. They have shown the ability to get quick goals in this game, but they're going to need a couple of them to draw even. Miami's been held off the scoreboard ever since that flurry they had early in the second where they scored 3 in a row.
As the Red Hawks will win it back to the point, it'll be Bell. He'll pass down below. McCormick tries a wraparound goal.
The clock hasn't started. That's what the problem's been, Goose.
And there the save is made. And yeah, that clock never stopped there.
It didn't run the
it
entire
went 1
time.
second there in about a 15-second span. I guess right now down by 2 goals. Can't complain about that, but definitely been some clock issues this evening. I even see him down there in the scorer's box now. He's got the clicker ready to start the clock any moment. As it's won back by the Hoosiers. It'll be Matt McKay looking for options. Starting to move up ice, Castricane. Castricane will send it towards the direction of the net as he'll come driving in. It'll be deflected up by a defenseman of the Red Hawks and out of play into the netting. Castricane will step in and take the draw, however, won by Dombrowski as they'll try to rim it out of the zone. Myers able to hold the line. Batted down to the ice was Bale, still trying to find the loose puck as Bale now chips it once again off the glass. They're just not having success. Here's Castricane. Driving in, loose in the back door, Jake Rock, and
that's got to be in the net, right? Wow.
They're going to say no goal, but there's a whole Red Hawk player in the net. Was it possible for that puck to even make it in? As you can see, Andrew Lawrence now crawling out from behind Kessinger. That was right there on the doorstep. And a close call there.
Unbelievable.
And the Hoosiers were claiming that was in, but the officials said otherwise. So one now by the defense of the Red Hawks as it'll be rimmed around. Now picked up by Kessing. As both teams battle for it. Slavin able to draw it loose, trying to centering pass there, was stopped. As McKay will regain possession of this puck in neutral ice. Scanning for options. He'll retreat back to his own end. A stretch pass there to Slavin. He thought Castricane was right on his tail, but he was not. So the Red Hawks will now take stride the other way as Ray Myers will send it away. Myers will lay a hit. Loose in the back door, a save there by the pad. And Billis out of his net to stop it. Definitely some tension starting to rise here, Garrett.
It's getting to crunch time.
(14:27). Garrett, they could play with about 5 minutes or less with a man and pull the goalie, but they would like to at least get one before that. As Brandenburg takes a hit there. Back to the point, it's Leo Warner. He'll send it down to DiLorenzo as it rims all the way. Nobody there. Kicker sends it in deep to the far side corner. Kessinger out of his net to play it. A backhanded pass there from the defense of the Red Hawks, and they'll connect to the far side, trying to find McCormick, but unable to do so as Leo Warner stepped up and separated the pass there. Billis out of his net to play it this time. Let's try to find DiLorenzo, but a little off the mark. So Patrick Brandenburg now will circle back to his own end as he'll give it off to Warner. Warner will skate up ice, and now he'll shovel it into the corner. And get on his horse to chase. Pass to the far side. Tinos Rafts is going to get on his horse. A 2-on-1. This one shot. Billis makes the save. As now here come the Hoosiers the other way up ice. A 2-on-2 the other way. DiLorenzo tried, but was stopped there by the defender, Simone. Now working the other way. The Red Hawks tried a shot there, but once again, out of play.
And Miami's still been on the aggression on the offensive side here. They're not letting up one bit, but so far Indiana's been able to hold them off the scoreboard.
We'll reset now. As this one shot, Billis makes another save. Raftis quickly on the attack. Will grab the puck and start to work up ice. So he'll try to march with the Hoosiers the other way. It'll go off Michelle's skate and into the offensive zone. Pressed along the glass. And now carried the other way. Pass to the far side. Raftis will grab it and give it up to Chambers. Chambers cuts towards the slot. He'll try to the back door. Raftis was there but missed. A great looking effort there from Andrew Chambers to set up that play. Here comes Massey now the other way, as he'll be stopped by Jack Hawkins. Back to the Red Hawks defense it goes. As they'll work point to point, Lawrence will shoot it in deep. Raftis will chip it off the boards. Up to the glass. And now to Miller. JT Miller's got 2 on the night. I apologize, Eric Miller. As here comes Ryan Burke. He'll try a shot, but right to the defender's leg. Loose in front. Rock tries to step up. As he couldn't. I apologize, that was Matt McKay. The 2's got me a little confused there. Here's Ray Myers now. He'll connect over to Matt McKay, who connects to Simoneau. Simoneau tries one. This one was sticked away by a defender. And now Miller able to chip it out. So Ray Myers will cut across the logo at neutral ice. And try a move, but was stopped there. And Garrett, the communication just does not seem to be out there with the Hoosiers. They don't seem to be on the same page tonight with each other. Here's McCormick now the other way. McCormick strides down ice. He'll go and try a shot. I think the net's off. We've seen it blown dead tons of times. There it finally goes. But once again, McCormick just marches down the ice with 3 Hoosier defenders and gets a quality shot on net right there. That can't happen.
Just been too easy for Miami to get down low and get those opportunities on Billis.
Here's Jake Rock off the draw. He'll lose his stick and get torn down to the ice. Again, we have not seen too many penalties called. As late tonight, you might wonder if both the officials all want to just go home and get out of here early, but it's been a pretty clean game up to this point. So Leo Warner will press a man off the puck as he'll protect it for a moment. He'll slow it down and give it off to Kicker. Kicker goes to the far side. He's got Jake Rock. Rock will slow it down. He'll circle around and give it off to Slavin. Slavin on centering pass. Castricane tries to go high and stopped away by Kissinger. A great save there to stop Castricane, one of the top forwards for this Indiana offense.
And we're approaching the halfway point of the final period of regulation. Goose, Indiana still down 2 goals, and like we've been talking about for the past few minutes, they've got to get something going soon if they want to have any shot.
Slavin will receive this puck off the draw. He'll skate down below. Tries to go off to the point, but had that stripped away from him. As now Will Kicker chips it off the glass. Centering pass to far side. It's Frado. Back to the point, a whiffed shot there came from Jack Massey. Pass down below. Massey nearly had it, but Slavin will come up with it. Slavin will start to skate up ice. As he'll pass 2 defenders, trying to cut towards the middle. He'll leave it off for Castricane. Castricane puts on the brakes, trying to come to a complete halt, but was unable to get anything going there. Here's McCormick once again with the puck in the offensive zone, driving for it, trying a centering pass there. And completed, but stripped away. Now here come the Hoosiers the other way. It's Paul McClure, the puck carrier. McClure drives towards a centering pass, left it off for Jeremy. Loose in front. Chambers just had to elevate it, but was stopped away by the glove of Kissinger.
Man, that was the opportunity they needed right there. Again, the puck right out in the blue paint. Chambers was right there, just unable to tap it in.
As Kissinger once again makes a great save there and a timely save as well. As that would have been a good one and a good time for the Hoosiers to drop a goal in. And Coach Weiss has changed up the lines. As backdoor, Raftis an effort there, but the puck still loose. On his behind was Kissinger, but the Hoosiers once again unable to capitalize on his wallet and not a chance to get a goal in. Once again, almost caught out of position. But as I was saying, Coach Weiss changed the lines. We've got Ethan DiLorenzo, Will Jeremy, and Andrew Chambers, the three forwards out there right now. He's got Ray Myers and Matt McKay out on defense. So 9 minutes down by 2 goals. You got to go out there and get a goal right now. Here's Myers. Myers will give it off to DiLorenzo. DiLorenzo tries to shovel it towards the net, but it was stopped. As Matt McKay will race to pick up the puck. He'll come to a complete stop and give himself some time to work up ice. As he'll fake in and give it up. DiLorenzo caught that right in his skates. As now he'll send it to the far side. He's got McKay once again. McKay will send this towards the direction of the net, but simply saved there by Kissinger. As Jeremy will win it back to the defense, it'll be Matt McKay. McKay will work it in, he'll send it right back. Jeremy able to hold it down. It's McKay. McKay a centering pass to Chambers in the front. But couldn't capitalize there. Back to McKay. Now to Myers, couldn't get that saucer pass back to be flat on the ice. As Massey will now get pressured by a few Hoosiers. DiLorenzo will pressure. As he'll come up with it. However, quickly, Lawrence able to take it right back. Lawrence and DiLorenzo get tied up. Chambers loose in front. Myers sends it towards the direction of the net, went a little wide. And past Myers, now the other way. Billis out of his net to play it. Just off the boards will bake it away from harm. And here's Jeremy circling back in his own end. He'll start to cross left and right, gaining speed. As he'll enter the offensive zone. A centering pass there. Batted back down. Simino tried loose on the doorstep, but unable to capitalize. Once again, that's been the story of the last 5 minutes. Opportunities galore and just cannot bury.
How many times this period have we seen Kissinger sprawled out in the crease? It's been so many.
If the Hoosiers can just elevate the puck a little bit, every single time it seems like it's just been on the ice and they can't capitalize. The defender there was Andrew Kessing. As he missed the puck, Miller sends it to the far side. It's McCormick, he'll weave in. McCormick fires loose, had him beat, but just missed the net by hair on Billis' secondary save. So Burke will start to stride up ice as he'll pass. Here's Rosenberg. As Simino tried to slow that puck down, unable to do so. McCormick will fling it in deep. Down to just 6:55 left to play here in the third. As it's sent and now connected with Rosenberg, it's a 1-on-5. Rosie fires this one right to the glove. And another save there made by Kissinger. Castricane will win it back as Slavin tries to dangle. He'll get past 2 defenders, but sticked away by the third. As this one is rimmed up high and out of play, 6:34. We'll have to get a new biscuit out here on the ice. Excuse me, so back to the neutral zone. We'll have this face off. As Slavin will chip it in deep. Now the Hoosiers will start the attack. Fired this one was Jack Hawkins. That one saved by the blocker. Hawkins tries again. Went a little wide. Now Raftis steps down to play a shot. The Hoosiers starting to dominate in the offensive zone, but just no real good quality looks just yet. A delayed offsides, they'll be forced to tag up as Castricane will chase. Raftis tried to give it up to Rock, but was stopped short. As Hawkins bangs into the glass. This one saved away by Billis. Able to hold the line there. That was Andrew Lawrence. Castricane tried a fancy move there, but unable to make it work. Hawkins lays a nice big hit there. That's definitely got to hurt if you're Frado. Well, the Red Hawks is playing with it in their own end.
Nearly gave it away.
Jeremy nearly had it. Now a 3-on-2 the other way. They'll leave it off. The backdoor pass and score. As Frado buries the Hoosiers, caught once again flat-footed in the neutral zone. And that time, the Red Hawks able to capitalize on a 3-on-2 the other way.
Yeah,
and
that's
now
going to be
5-2 our score. That might be the dagger.
You beat me to it. That's going to be the dagger for this one. And Indiana's going to drop their first meeting of the season against Miami. And the Red Hawks have been very dominant in TSCHL play. And it looks like that's going to continue.
And they definitely came to play here tonight from the get-go. As Kessing will take this off the draw. Chambers now with a head of speed. Chambers leaves a drop pass. Jeremy fires a shot off the glove. And what a save there. Jeremy back to Myers. Myers, this one wide. DiLorenzo the back door. Still loose in front, Jeremy. Jeremy chases. Still with it. On the back door, it's McCormick. They'll clear it out. Here's Jeremy. They'll give it off to McKay. Now McKay tried to find Chambers, awaiting that pass, but unable to catch it. As McCormick banks it off the boards. Here's Rosenberg. Rosenberg, a fancy move there, able to take it away. Rosenberg's pass to Burke. Burke fires, this one strikes iron. And still loose in front, a great opportunity there. A centering pass from Rosenberg to connect to the fellow freshman Burke. Myers will separate the man from the puck as it's loose now behind the cage of Billis. Here's Rosenberg once again. As he'll skate up ice. It'll be left off for Burke. Burke, another chance to the glove and saved away. Now the Hoosiers start to get some good opportunities, but down 3 goals.
Yeah, it's going to be too little, too late in this one. And really, it just goes back to the 3 goals in the second period that they gave up consecutively that ended up being the end-all, be-all in this one.
Yeah, you take away those goals, and this is a different game. As the Red Hawks will now start another charge, Simone. As he'll be able to clear it out past and now skate the other way. Kicker able to clear it. Delayed icing, and now another icing there for the Hoosiers, and back to their own end. They'll go. So the Red Hawks will have an offensive zone face-off. And 3:06 left to play. It'll be Devine stepping in to take this face-off against Castricane. Devine able to battle that puck. He got dropped there by Castricane. And kicker's pass was stopped by a stick, but Castricane able to keep fighting through it. Slavin will circle in the neutral zone. He'll have a reverse hit there on a man. That was Douglas dropped to the ice. Just past the reach of Douglas. We'll have a Red Hawk ice with now 2:37 left to go.
And you could really sense in this one, Indiana hasn't played in over a month. I know Miami hasn't as well, but something just seemed off ever since the puck dropped today.
They definitely did not seem to have the communication, Garrett, and a lot of the times, even in the offensive zone, they're just not clicking. Their passes, they don't know where each other are, and it's just not what it was. But maybe a few more games and a little more practice, and they'll be right back on the page they were. But they're going to have to regroup tomorrow, that's for sure. So Jeremy will circle and start to skate up ice. As he'll try to cut through two defenders, he'll be stopped. And this one's chipped back in the direction of Billis. Raftis will step behind the cage to grab this puck. He'll leave it off for Chambers. Chambers, give it up to Jeremy. Jeremy to DiLorenzo. DiLorenzo fires one right to the Miami logo. And another stoppage of play. Be one back by Miller. As held in by Raftis. Lawrence will send it D to D, and Eric Miller will corral this puck. It'll be cleared down the length of the ice, and we'll have another icing here with 1:37 left to go in the third. It's 12:05 our time, and almost everyone in the building seems like they're about ready for bed.
The fans are still making some noise.
Maybe about one. There's one fan who's got a lot of energy here tonight, but that's about it. There's one back. It'll be chipped out. McKay whiffed on that pass. And it'll be sent back in. McCormick sent it in deep. The last minute 19. As it's sent to the far side, it's Ethan DiLorenzo. He'll leave it off for Matt McKay. McKay circles around and leaves it off for DiLorenzo. Myers tries one up front. Chambers was there, but once again, the story of the night, unable to capitalize there. As DiLorenzo will circle back. They'll leave it off for Jeremy. Jeremy will circle around. And he'll start to stride up ice. Past two defenders. They'll try a backhanded shot blockered away by Kinsinger. As DiLorenzo meets this puck, he'll try a centering pass to Simino. As this bouncing puck now flattened. Rosenberg hits the post. Once again, no goal.
They just can't catch a break, can they?
No, they unfortunately cannot tonight, but tomorrow they'll have another opportunity at 3:15 in Bloomington. These same two teams will match up, except in the opposite building. So we'll go to Bloomington and play in Indiana. Once again here tonight, we're at the Goggin Ice Center in Miami, Ohio. Excuse me, Oxford, Ohio, but Miami University. As it'll clear back out to neutral ice. McKay will hold on to it and stop behind Billis's net for the final remaining seconds of this contest. as that will be the end of it. We'll hear 3 buzzers, and that signifies the end of our contest here tonight. 5-2, the Miami Redhawks top the Hoosiers. And a goal in the first period, 3 in the second, and one last one here late in the third. With 5 minutes to go. The Hoosiers just didn't have it tonight, Garrett.
Not at all, Goose. We saw them trying to battle back into this one, but they just got themselves in too big of a hole, and they'll be heading back home. A very late night it'll be for the 3:15 turnaround tomorrow, trying to avoid getting swept.
Well, that's all we've got here for you tonight. I've been Andrew Gus alongside with Garrett Drake. We say thank you for tuning in and have a great night.